If you take a cat with 4 legs and a human with 2 legs, the average number of legs is 3. But have you ever seen a 3-legged person just walking around?
It's not possible.
Exactly. And yet, this is how salary statistics are often presented, using averages that don't actually reflect what most people earn. You'll often hear something like, the average salary in the US is around $65,000. Sounds nice, right? But what if I told you that the number is heavily skewed by billionaires and top earners? That's because the average salary isn't what most people earn. It's just a number that often gets distorted by the super rich. So what's a better way to measure real incomes? In this video, we'll look at why average salary is often misleading, what numbers actually matter, and how it affects different countries. Let's take Tesla as an example, but very simplified. Suppose you have 99 Tesla employees, and they each make $80,000 per year. Pretty decent, right? But now, let's add Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk, into the mix. In 2023, he made around $35 billion. Now, let's calculate the average salary. So according to this calculation, an average Tesla employee is making $350 million per year. Sounds amazing. But in reality, 99 out of 100 employees still earn just $80,000. That's how averages can be completely misleading. And this isn't just a made-up example. It happens on a national scale. In the US, the average salary is about $65,000, but that number is pulled up by a small group of extremely high earners. The US has around 1,050 billionaires and 22 million millionaires, whose massive incomes distort the national average. Top 1% of Americans make around $820,000 per year. Meanwhile, a significant portion of the workforce earns considerably less. In 2022, approximately 58% of workers earn less than $50,000, and about 28% earn under $35,000. So when you hear that the average American makes $65,000, remember that this number includes CEOs, hedge fund managers, and tech billionaires, while millions of regular workers earn far less. So how do we actually calculate this? Let's bring some math formulas in. The average salary formula is simple. It's a sum of all the salaries divided by the number of people. But watch what happens when we add an extreme outlier. The moment you introduce one high earner, the whole number jumps. How about a different number? A median. It's the middle number in a sorted list of salaries. For example, let's say you have 5 salaries: $20,000, $30K, $35K, $50K, and $500K. The average is $127,000, but the median, $35,000, which is closer to what most people earn. And if there is an even number of salaries, you take the average of the two middle values. This is easy when you have a small dataset, but when you're working with millions of people, calculating the median requires sorting every salary, which takes more computing power. That's one reason why median salary isn't always reported. It's just harder to calculate at scale. So unlike the average, which can be inflated by top income individuals, the median represents the middle point, providing a clearer picture of income distribution across different classes. So why do we hear about average salaries everywhere? First, as we said, it's easier to calculate. Governments and companies like simple numbers. The average is just division, while the median requires sorting. Second, it sounds better. If a company says their employees earn an average of $90,000, that sounds amazing, even if most actually make $60,000. And third, governments and media often use it to present economic stats in a way that makes people's incomes sound higher than they really are. Now, let's look at some real salary comparisons to see how this plays out in different countries. In the US, as we mentioned earlier, the average salary is about $65,400, but the median salary closer to $48,000. That's a huge difference. Same in other countries. In the UK, the average salary is around £42,000, but the median is closer to £37,000. In Germany, the average is 50,000 euros, but the median is about 44,000 euros. And in Poland, the average monthly salary is about 8,000 PLN, while the median is 6,600 PLN, meaning half of the workers earn below that. See how the median is way lower than the average? That's because the median tells you what the middle person actually earns, not what's distorted by top earners. How about the financial sector? In finance and insurance, the average salary in the UK is £52,000, but the median is lower at £43,600, meaning many professionals earn below the reported average. The same pattern appears in tech. The average salary for IT specialists in London is £60,300 per year, while the median is £52,500, showing how high earners pull the average up while the average worker earns less. So next time you hear a salary stat, check if it's an average or median, because the difference can change a lot. What do you think? When is average a better statistic than median? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you're interested, you can watch my other videos about finance here. Thanks for watching and see you next time.